welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be talking about words that sound the same in US English, like homophones that really aren't.
Yeah.
That really aren't in any other
words
English.
that we pronounce the same way.
The same way that...
But British people don't.
Yes, pretty much, yeah. And I mean, we've got a couple of things we want to talk about first.
Yeah.
About Charles and his slimmed down monarchy.
Well, before that, I just saw on TikTok yesterday, or was it the day before?
What did you see
it's
on
already
TikTok?
been 1 month since the Queen died.
Yeah.
And everybody was freaking out that how can it have been a whole month already, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I mean...
It seems like it was just the other day.
Well, because the coverage went on for so long, it went on for a
Yeah.
couple of weeks after.
Yeah, well, it seems like it anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, the BBC have already just gotten rid of their little tab. That was Queen Elizabeth II, you know, where they, you know, on the homepage,
Oh.
they have like coronavirus, UK, US, the world, you know,
Yeah.
like news, all that, but they had a Queen Elizabeth tab for all their
Oh, really?
thing, but then they've only just now gotten rid of it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, in the last couple of weeks anyway. But yeah, and you know, yeah, it's been a month.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every day since then, though, there's been a headline about them in some form or fashion.
yeah. But yeah, we're talking about the slim down Charles is what he's doing now.
Yeah.
And he's doing...
Did they set the official date for his coronation, or
they haven't officially proclaimed it yet.
Okay.
But they think it's going to be June the 3rd.
The 3rd, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2023. So mark that date in your calendars, everyone. Because, I mean, I figured it was going to be around that date because, you know, just to keep in line with his mother's coronation in 1953.
Hers was on the 2nd?
2nd, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he was having his on the 3rd. And there's tentative plans rolling out. People are like, oh, well, he's going to cut the guest list.
Yeah,
There's
I
not
said,
gonna be as
we
much
should
going
try
on.
to... I was like, we should definitely try to, like, be in London during that time, because that would be it would be a really cool experience, but also we could like take pictures and videos and everything for you guys.
Yeah, because we will be in there, won't we?
But it
when
sounds
all going
like
on.
But it sounds like there might not be much to see. It's just like he's
just gonna drive up there in a bus, you know, and that's it, you know, slim down. No, I foresee like if he's gonna cut the whole pomp and pageantry of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the armed forces and, you know, the government and stuff have said, well, we have to give a show.
Yeah.
But
apparently there was like 8,000 people at Queen Elizabeth's coronation.
And it was a production. and you know, all the coronations were before hers, you know.
Yeah.
They're a production.
But I mean,
they're like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
And that's just in the Abbey.
But it's like, what does a slim down, like, in my head, he's going to get rid of all the stuff that makes it interesting to watch, you know,
slim
and
down,
it's be,
talking
like,
about,
so boring.
Not about slim down monarchy, slim down coronation.
Yeah.
He's going to cut the guest list and he's going to cut the time as well. So there'll be no costume changes, no... Yeah, because there was big costume changes.
There'll be no song and dance numbers.
Song and dance numbers, going to cut the song and dances out of it, you know. No, because, I mean, that's what it is. It's like slow walking up to the... thing and taking the oath and the scepter and the orb and the archbishop with the holy oil and pulling all the canopy over and all that. I mean, if you've watched the Queen Elizabeth II's coronation from 1953, it was a huge production value. Everyone was there watching, all the lords in their robes and everything, you know, and family and... You know, you know, long trumpet numbers, and then it's just like very quiet, and then, you know, the whole, he doesn't want to sit there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, with the cameras on him.
That
he just
sounds
wants
very
to walk
like
up.
Prince Philip coming out in him, you know?
He just wants to go up and, you know, and apparently William's going to play some sort of role in this.
Yeah.
Where he'll swear allegiance. I think everyone's got to come and swear allegiance. I think Camilla's got to come and swear allegiance. You know, their dogs and cats have got to come. And that's what, you know, but he's going to cut everything down to, like, okay, the bare essentials, the highlights.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think Harry and Meghan are gonna come to that?
I'd presume so.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they were like, eh.
Give it
but
a miss.
I have given a miss, but it'll turn up that, they weren't invited to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Slim down. Oh, we
can't afford the plane ticket to fly you over here.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to come, fly yourselves, you know? But yeah, no, I don't know what it's going to be. They haven't released any plans yet, obviously, you know, but of course they're planning as it goes on, and I'm sure it'll be a big fanfare, there'll be things going on and stuff, but, you know, it'll be quite a subdued affair, I think, compared to the predecessor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about all his slimmed down monarchy. I think especially because of what recently happened in Denmark, which was just like, last week or something.
Yeah, like the Queen Margarethe II stripped her youngest son's kids of their royal titles.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like...
Well, I mean...
Sorry, you're no longer,
You're no longer
Prince...
His Highness, or Her Royal Highness, or
you're
whatever,
just now Joe Schmo off the street, you know?
Apparently, the King of Sweden did that too, back in 2019. Yeah. I think, you know, and I think that's kind of like what they're doing in Europe. You know, the monarchies are just like, okay, we're future-proofing the monarchy.
This is how they're trying to appease the people, I
guess. Appease the people and, you know, kind of like, you know, because they realize, you know, the role grows ever more ceremonial.
Yeah.
Ever more steeped in, like, tradition, you know? And it doesn't really need to be a thing anymore.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, the rest of you guys have to get jobs.
Yeah, and I mean, they'll have no trouble because their connections to the Queen or King or whatever. You know, they'll have no trouble getting a job in a business setting or whatever and making money. Because, he's got the ear of the king, and that's a diplomatic thing. And if she can talk to the king... Yeah. And the king can talk to the prime minister, then business is booming, baby. You know, it's like that's what they think is going to happen with Charles when he's going to, like, because they think he's going to, like, end roles when people are gone. Like the Duke of Kent, Princess Alexandra, they're all elderly, so when they're gone, their official roles will just end and no one will step into them.
Well, they were questioning, we probably mentioned this in a previous podcast, I don't know, but they were questioning whether Harry and Meghan's kids were going to get to be prince and princess, because they automatically now are prince and princess now that he is king.
Yes.
And they were questioning, like, is he going to
strip them?
Nah.
Well,
they're not prince and princess,
will,
actually.
If he does that will just show what he thinks.
Yeah.
You know.
And I don't know if he has. I don't
think he's done anything. He's going to gradually do it, though, I think. It's going to be a gradual thing with all these people, like Beatrice and Eugenie.
Yeah.
You know, I have a feeling he's going to be like, yeah, you need to just you're married to rich people or get jobs.
Well,
or whatever,
I don't see why they would
you're
be.
Fine. You don't need your royal titles anymore.
I mean, when you think about it, like, they were princesses because their grandmother was the queen, but now it's just like, their uncle's the king. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's a little bit more like, am I still a princess? Because technically, you know, like, I'm not in line for the throne really anymore.
Direct line of succession. So it'll be him, William, George, you know.
Yeah.
Whoever comes after George, you know.
Yeah.
Because by the time William takes the throne, George will be old enough and maybe have kids of his own too, you know?
Yeah. And then you just also told me something. We'll try to wrap this up because I know not everybody listening cares about the royal family.
It's just kind of like, you know,
I find it all interesting, though. You know, whether you're into it or not, I think just the workings of it. I think the workings of it are interesting, though.
Yeah.
But you were just telling me, you mentioned William. You were just telling me that he's not going to have a ceremony either?
They think for the investiture of Prince of Wales, I think he's going to skip it. They think he's
going to skip it.
He's not going to have it because, I mean, he has the option of doing it.
He's just not going to turn up.
I mean, no, I imagine Wales will want it.
Yeah.
There'll be some in Wales who'll be like, oh no, we need this because we need to be on the world stage again and show.
I would think so, but
and
apparently...
it's like, but there's a lot of people in Gwynedd and all that who are like, nah,
Yeah.
abolish that title.
Yeah.
But
Which sounds
it's like they can't abolish it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's out of their power to do so.
It's out of Wales's power.
Out of Wales's power, yeah. Even though it's a devolved power, they can probably petition the Senedd, which is the form of government in Wales, down in Cardiff, but they're not going to go for it because they're getting kickbacks from Westminster, and Westminster are going to be...
Yeah.
It's like you've got to toe the line here,
Yeah. They did the same thing, though. If you guys have seen The Crown, I mean, you already know this, but they did the same thing with Charles's, right? Like, they were very opposed to him coming there and having the ceremony and everything.
He's like, you've never been to... When was the last time you went to Wales?
Yeah, you're not Welsh.
You're not Welsh. You weren't brought up in Wales. You don't know anything about Wales.
Yeah.
You don't know how to speak the language, and I'm here to teach you a few words in Welsh.
He didn't even know that Wales had their own king at a different point.
That was the thing. Something about Llewellyn ap Griffith. And he was just like, who?
Is that somebody you learned about in school?
I mean, yeah. I mean, when I was in school in Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was like the first king of Wales.
But not when you were in school in England.
Not in school in England, no. I mean, it's just, don't get taught much Welsh history unless it's a Welsh teacher,
I mean, if you guys are fans of Game of Thrones, all this stuff is interesting. It's basically kind of the same thing,
Yes.
Last Kingdom, all of that, Okay. Should we wrap this up now?
We'll wrap this up
and get to the point
of the point of the podcast, yes.
Yeah.
Words.
Words. Language. There, we tie it in.
Tie it in, yeah. But yes, I mean...
This is the English language, though.
This is the English language.
Sort of.
The American English. Yeah, because I mean, if I say the word pool.
Yeah. So these are words like, and we have to preface this.
Preface it.
By saying that I personally do not know if this is true across America.
Yeah.
True across the United States.
I think there's like accents and stuff come into play.
Mm-hmm. So when we say that these words sound the same, we're just talking about our area here in Texas particularly. It may or may not be true in whatever state you live in, if if you're in America. But we wanted to do this because years and years ago, and this is not a word necessarily, but a name rather. Dominic and I had an argument. So here's a little personal information for you.
What argument was this?
About the name Dana.
Oh. Yes, I remember that one. No, because I'd seen it written. I mean, because I would have called her Dana.
This is sort of along the same lines. Yeah. Not really, but to us, D-A-N-A is Dana, right?
Yeah.
Dominic was pronouncing it Donna.
Donna, yeah.
That's what I heard, Donna. And he said, no, not Donna, Donna. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Donna. I was like, Donna is another name
entirely.
It's an entirely different name. It's D-O-N-N-A.
I was like, no, it's not. I'm not saying D-O-N-N-A.
Yes.
Yes, that was a very kind of like weird argument because it was just like she was so vehemently, and I was like, it's D-A-N-A is pronounced Donna.
To me, it sounded like
Donna. See, you're messing me up now.
But to me, to my American ears, I was just hearing Donna. Donna, whatever you say.
Yeah, but Donna,
but we don't pronounce like Donna in America. We pronounce it like Donna. Donna, like the way you were pronouncing Dana. The way you were pronouncing Dana, we pronounce it Dana. But the way you were pronouncing
you were just having a right fit about
like
it. It's like, you're calling her another name. What is the matter with you? And I'm like, it's not another name. What, It's like, her name's Dana. And I'm like,
so the American
where's the Y?
So the American version of this is Harry, right?
Yeah.
We say the name Harry, like Prince Harry, to again tie into what we were talking about earlier. Harry, but a man with a lot of body hair is also Harry, right?
I mean, right there.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, it's very hairy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Harry?
Okay, so the name Harry.
Harry?
I say Harry.
Harry.
The name.
I mean, to me, I can hear a difference.
I know. No, I can't. I can
Harry,
hear a difference.
Harry.
I can hear a difference when you say it, but there absolutely is no difference when I say it. The name Harry. You say it.
Harry.
Harry.
Yeah, Harry.
And then a man with a lot of body hair. Harry.
Harry.
Harry. So we say Harry, Harry.
Harry, Harry. Yeah. It's a little. There's a
Harry. You kind of pronounce it ha.
Ha. Harry.
Yeah.
Harry.
Harry.
Like when you say Harry Potter, you say Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter, eh?
Yeah.
How hairy is Harry Potter?
I always hear British people say that too, like, oh, I mean, Americans pronounce Harry Potter like he's really hairy. Like, it's just like, yeah.
Like he's really airy.
Hairy, yeah.
Like Harry. And there's other names too, like Mary, and Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Say them.
Okay, so what do you want me to say? My grandma's name was Mary.
Mary.
But then we would say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And then we would say, he asked me to marry him. So yeah.
There's a lot of Marys coming around here.
Mary, the name Mary, Merry Christmas, and he asked me to marry him. Mary. Yeah, when I'm doing the words.
Mary and Mary. Yeah, I have to think about it now.
Okay, so the name, you do the name.
Mary.
And then blank Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And then she asked me to
marry her. Because Harry and Mary, they sound the same.
So the name, Christmas, and then...
That's where the tomato comes from,
Yeah, to distinguish.
The A, yeah, that you've got to, you say the A like Mary.
Mm-hmm, tomato, yeah. Mary. But yeah, I don't know.
And
why.
I think it's that rottic kind of like thing, that rotism, like of saying the R, really pronouncing the R.
Yeah.
The R.
It just
like
forces,
Mary.
It forces.
You have to say that.
You
got to get into that. We just go marry.
Yeah, because
or marriage.
But like the name Harry, it's not really so much the R, is that you're actually pronouncing. I'm pronouncing it like a long. I'm pronouncing it like a long A, and you're pronouncing it a short A.
Mary.
You're going
yeah.
Harry.
Like Harry, yeah.
Or Mary.
Mary.
That's how you pronounce Marry. Also.
Yes, Mary. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say.
I'm thinking about it. I'm overthinking it now.
Okay, the name Mary. Mary.
Merry.
Merry.
Mary.
Mary.
Mary. Mary was Mary at the marriage.
and then Marry. Mary. I just wonder,
and here's another one.
I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to hear
Paul,
different American.
Paul
I'm trying to hear different American accents in my head. Like, do they pronounce Mary differently? Merry Christmas.
The Midwest.
Merry Christmas. Well, no, I think.
Merry Christmas. Of course you wouldn't think, oh, she's saying Merry Christmas. Who's Mary? Who's Merry Christmas?
I'm trying to think like a really strong, like Southern accent. I can hear like Mary. Yeah, Mary. It's more like Mary.
Mayor.
That's like that's more like a Texas accent, though, I think. Mary. But then they would say, Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
I don't know. I think they do all.
Because in Britain, you just say Happy Christmas and get it over with.
Yeah, that's true.
Happy Christmas to you.
But you do say like, oh, he was drinking. He was feeling very merry.
He was a bit merry, yeah.
But say now really say it and let me hear you.
Really say what?
Merry.
Mary.
And say the name.
Mary.
Oh, I don't know. The difference to me is so like kind of slight.
It's slight, but it's there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can get when someone's talking. I mean, maybe
I can see why you are getting confused when you're saying it though, because the difference is so subtle.
Yeah.
It's like,
but it's like, oh, it's very Harry, yeah.
Oh, it's more confusing to try to distinguish.
We're going on to
okay,
Paul.
yeah.
Paul, Pole, and Paul.
What? I don't even know
like
what's
Paul,
the third one.
Paul, the name Paul, like Paul McCartney.
Paul.
Paul, yeah. Paul.
Paul.
Yeah. Paul. This is I don't know. We're standing here, we're sitting here looking at each other, and I'm just like, she's like, what's a what?
I'm like watching his mouth form, and I'm like, I have no idea.
Because pole, pole, like a
pole dancer,
like a pole dancer.
Okay,
Paul
you say that
was
the
a
same
pole
as
dancer
me.
at the polling station.
No, you said polling.
I said polling station. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, polling. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting confused now because I've been here too long. I'm getting confused now. No, because it's like I used to say, "Oh, I'm gonna take a poll."
Okay, so Paul for Americans,
it's like a vote.
It's Paul.
Yeah, like vote. Like
no, the name is Paul. Like that does not sound.
See, I thought you were talking about the vote.
But the name Paul does not sound like a pole or like.
Yeah, it's an accent thing. I think.
Paul. Yeah,
Paul.
but then they might say
Paul. But then you'll have someone
go over there to that pole.
It's Paul. His name is Paul.
Yeah.
Paul. His name was Paul.
Paul.
And he was dancing with a pole.
Yeah.
Paul. They'll if they're speaking kind of correctly.
So you're gonna do POLE first. Don't do it yet. POLE.
Don't do it.
POLE first, and then POLL, and then the name PAUL. POLE first.
Paul.
Yeah. POLL.
Paul.
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 Oh my god, yeah. Is this the most confusing podcast we've ever done? I mean,
we're confusing ourselves now. We're probably confusing you all. This is riveting stuff, everyone.
Pole dancing.
Pole dancing.
Yeah,
I've done a few of that.
And then I'm taking it to the polls. Yeah.
Taking it to the polls.
Yeah.
Taking it to the polls.
But Paul, I mean, that doesn't really... Americans, I don't think, I don't think there's any Americans who would pronounce Paul like we do pole or pole. When I say pole and pole, like you have absolutely no idea which one I'm talking about if I just say the word.
It's a poll. We got to take a poll.
Yeah, we've got to take a poll, everyone. We're going to take a poll. We're going to take a poll. We're going to take a poll with this using this poll. It sounds the exact same. Yeah.
And then, pool and pull.
Okay, you say them again. There's a clear difference when you say them.
Pool, like in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And then pull, like you're pulling a door.
Okay.
Pulled pork.
I feel like there's I feel like we're going to the pool and I need to pull that. It's different, isn't it? Different. I feel like I'm saying it.
I need to pull that. Pull that in the pool.
I'm not saying I need to pull that.
Pull. Pull.
Pull.
Oh, okay. There's a little difference
I think there are. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel
a little difference.
Like when I say pull and pull, I know I can feel my mouth, and I'm not doing anything different to pronounce those two separate words.
I'm going to the pool. Oh, God, I'm yeah, it's these words.
Well, when you're trying to make a sentence using the words, it's like,
Pool. Yeah, because a swimming pool. Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is when I say, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Because we're just talking about this now.
Yeah, I have no idea if any of this is making any sense, but
it's not making any sense. None of our episodes do.
No, my point is when I say pole or pole,
we're still on
there's
pole.
There's no difference in my.
Yeah.
But when I'm saying pool and pull.
Oh, I can hear it now.
Pull and then pull. I can feel the difference in my mouth somewhere.
Pull.
In the
pull,
in the back of my mouth. Yeah.
It's like a shorter, yeah.
But there definitely are some people in this state, particularly. I don't know about the rest of America, but in this states they would say, "I'm going to the pool."
I'm going to the pool.
I'm going to the pool, and I'm going to pull that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling out.
I'm going to pull the
carpool.
I'm going to pull the whatever to the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would pronounce them the same way.
Same way. Yeah, so it's like an accent thing.
But I don't think I do.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
The first time it was very similar.
I'm going to the pool. I'm going to pull that thing to the pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's all dependent on accent because, bag and beg.
Oh, yeah.
Like Midwest.
Yeah. I mean,
put it in the bag.
In the bag.
In the bag. So if maybe I'm bagging. Maybe they'd say I'm bagging.
There's somewhere they also pronounce bagels like bagels.
Bagels, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah,
the bag.
The B-A-G is pronounced like B-E-G in parts of this country, definitely. Yeah, but not here. Bagels. Put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag.
I'm begging you to put it in the bag.
They kind of like warble that A. To make it sound like an A-Y.
Yeah. It's
like
sort
there
of
and bag,
It's like adding an extra syllable in.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of like, because it sounds easy, Put it in the bag,
Yeah.
Put it in the bag. I'm bagging you. Yeah, we're starting a bit Forrest Gumpy now.
Well,
but,
it's
like
making
Alabama or whatever,
It's calling to mind, remember that summer.
Remember that summer.
It was so long ago. But that song, The Horses in the Back.
Back.
Yeah. It was like back.
Horses in the back.
Yeah.
It says whack.
I mean, that's a different kind of conversation. But yeah, in the South, sometimes they make words 2 syllables that are not actually 2 syllables.
Bayak. Yeah, like bayak.
Yeah.
Like
but
bayak.
But for me, I say bag. I'm going to beg you for that bag.
I'm going to beg you for that bag, yeah.
Yeah.
Beg.
And there's no...
It's like Midwest Canada type.
I don't know. I kind of think maybe like East Coast, too. Some places they might say...
Put it in the bag.
In the bag.
Put it in the bag.
Yeah, maybe it is more Midwest. I don't know, actually. Let us know if you pronounce bag and beg the same.
Yeah. Another one was cot and caught. Cot and caught. You know what I mean?
Caught?
Caught.
What's caught? Court?
No! Actually, but I should have put that on there now because I'm reading these other thing. But that does sound funny. Caught.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Caught and caught. Do you know what I'm saying with caught?
Oh, you're saying caught like a cot.
Like a baby cot.
Like an army cot.
An army cot, whatever you call it over here.
Yeah, we don't say baby cot.
This is a cot
to us, it's an arm. It's like an army
it's
cot.
like a put-up bed.
That's the only time you really use the word cot over here.
In Britain, it would be cot, like what a baby sleeps in. Yeah, you say, put the baby
instead
in the cot.
Instead of
crib? Crib, yeah.
Okay, so
maybe crib.
We're still learning things about each other.
No, we talked about this.
I'm sure we have.
Yeah, because you were talking about, we're gonna get a couple of cots, and I was like, what are we, babies?
Oh yeah, like in a hotel room. In a hotel room,
so get a couple of cots, and I'm like, for whose babies?
I don't know.
It's like, can we fit in a cot?
That might be a Texas thing too, because I think some places they just call them like rollaway beds or hideaway beds, something like
trundle beds or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know it was just like a put-up bed,
Yeah, we just call them cots. Yeah, we need a couple of cots, like no mattress or anything. You just.
But caught.
Yeah, and then you're saying CAUGHT.
Yeah.
Yeah, but caught and caught. Yeah, it's just
caught
the
and
same
caught.
thing again.
Caught and caught. And caught.
Army. Yeah,
I'm doing it New Jersey now.
I caught the caught. Yeah. Caught the caught. Yeah. No, there's no difference in the way I pronounce those two words.
Yeah, no. Caught, and court.
Court. Yeah.
Court. Like, I've got to go to court for...
But that almost sounds like when you go court.
Court.
Now pronounce QUART.
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 Yeah, quart. Okay. You know, there's a quart there.
Cool.
There's a quar there, but with CAU, it's core. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause, you know. Cause and court and caught. You know. Caught him. Caught him. Caught ya.
Yeah.
Caught ya. Yeah. And now, do, and do.
What?
I'm saying, yeah, in Britain, we know the difference easily between those words.
Do as in DEW.
Like Mountain Dew or Misty Dew.
I was like, there's no
Morning Dew.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, there's
and then
no
do
other
as in like
do's.
gotta do this, to-do list, you know.
Yeah.
And then do as in due process.
Oh, like it's due.
Like
Turning my papers due.
My papers due, yeah.
Yeah, no. Do.
do. No, in Britain it would be Jew, do, and Jew. Okay. There's like Jew, you know, it's like like
D-U-E, you kind of pronounce like Jew.
Like, my paper's due, you know.
Yeah.
And the morning dew, innit? You know.
Oh, you pronounce that Jew again?
But I mean, it depends where you are in Britain, I think, because I have seen the morning dew.
Yeah.
But I have heard people call it it's Jew, you know, like Jew.
Yeah.
It's morning dew.
But then I feel like I've also heard the dew.
The dew, yeah, but
dew.
The dew, the dew to do, Jew. No, but D-U-E is usually Jew.
So D-O.
Like Tuesday.
Okay, so
people say, oh yeah, like Tuesday over here.
So let's do it like this. D-O, do.
Do, yeah.
D-E-W.
Jew. Do, Jew.
D-U-E.
Jew.
Do.
Jew.
I think maybe I kind of go
Jew.
do. I think I kind of go do with D-E-W.
Do.
I have to do it because it's due. I have to do it because it's due. Is there any difference there? It kind of feels a little different.
I have to do it because it's due in the morning.
I feel like I sort of pronounced D-E-W different from do and do.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd say Jew. Morning Jew.
Morning Jew.
Maybe I'd say do. I don't know. I alternate.
Yeah.
I mean, but definitely D-U-E would be Jew.
I feel like
me.
This is getting annoying. Is this annoying to listen to?
It's getting very annoying, and yeah, it's the last one. Because, I mean, we're already over time, I think.
Oh my gosh, okay.
But yeah, that's you know, do, Jew, and Jew. Jew. Yeah, it's like very... Do, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, and I just got a little bonus one here. It's like, because somebody asked that, it's like, oh, well, why is the state of Kansas pronounced Kansas and not Kansas, like Arkansas? Because Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know, it says Kansas in it, you know.
Yeah.
So it should be Kansas or Kansas. Or Arkansas. Arkansas.
Kansas, yeah.
That's Arkansas.
I mean, that's kind of like a different topic.
That's a different little topic, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, wait, we skipped over fairy and fairy.
Oh, yeah. Fairy and fairy. What are we saying there? Are we saying about the fairy on the fairies?
Okay, so...
Fairies on the ferry?
F-A-I-R-Y.
Fairy.
Fairy.
Like...
And then F-E-R-R-Y.
Fairy.
Fairy.
Yeah.
I think I say it in the same.
Fairy.
Fairy and fairy. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, I mean, like fairy cakes. You wouldn't hear that. Oh, I've got them fairy cakes, haven't I?
Sometimes there are some words that, like, I don't know.
Instead of, like, fairy cakes.
I think I might think about pronouncing them differently, but then I just pronounce them the way I don't know what I'm saying. I pronounce them the way of the other word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I go, oh no, that's not how. I don't know. I'm just talking, you guys.
Like you're talking to someone and you're talking about the fairy. When's the fairy due?
Yeah.
When's the fairy
I'm
due?
trying to think of
and
a
you're just
specific
like, what
word.
fairy? What are you talking about? What fairy's due?
Yeah. What fairy's coming? Tinkerbell? Like what?
What fairy? There's a little fairy coming.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the fairy, the car fairy.
The car fairy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean fairy and fairy.
I apologize.
Yeah, we're just gonna run out of steam on this, aren't we?
Well, I'm trying to think, like, if I'm listening to this, is any of it making any sense, or are we just screaming "do" at everyone? Do! Do!
Do. But yeah, it's
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
let us know how you pronounce
things. Because yeah, I mean, it's fun. Because I think it's fun anyway. You know, doing all this.
It's fun, but it's kind of like difficult to
understand what someone's saying.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Like, I feel like maybe...
What context are you using?
Like, I feel maybe this kind of a topic would do better in a video because, like, we could put the word on the screen or something
and
like
people
that.
understand, oh, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because we ourselves even are getting confused, like...
Yeah, I'm getting confused as to the way I pronounced it back in the old country as opposed to now.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to start saying tomato.
The old country.
The old country. With the old king.
Gosh. All right. I think we're done.
I think we are too.
It's like very stuffy in here. And
yes, it is. I mean, I don't know why.
I don't know. It's October and we still have the fan on. I'm sure you can hear it.
It's 87 degrees out there.
It's
but
boiling.
It feels like 90.
Is it only 87?
It feels like 95.
It feels like 87 in here anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, as always, for your support. We really appreciate you tuning in, giving us a listen. If you don't follow us already on social media, be sure to check us out over there. We are at TButty, TEABUTTY, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We are also on Patreon if you would be interested in receiving extra podcasts, different kinds of little rewards and perks for being a member over there. Check us out on patreon.com/T&A-Butty, B-U-T-T-Y. And we'll talk to you next time.
We'll talk to you next time. Yeah, on Patreon, we do a bit of a deeper dive into things, so than we do here. So
Yeah.
So,
And we get crazy.
We get crazy. We get crazier than we do here. There's even more
crazy time over on Patreon.
Yes, as our patrons will gladly tell you.
Thanks. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.